In the previous semester, the Mobile Learning Incubator piloted a bunch of field research activities and really demonstrated that having a mobile device in the field acting as a camera or a data collection device was really beneficial for learning. In this pilot, we wanted to find out what would happen if we added gaming elements to a field research activity. Specifically, we added a leaderboard and we added a system of quests that would guide the player into making certain kinds of observations and then giving them feedback if they'd done those things correctly. We wanted to find out, would this make the players more likely to participate? Would it get them participating in times that weren't directly tied to their grade? Or could we get them to start functioning as teams? And all of these things were explored through this pilot.
This fall I tried something new in terms of the courses that I normally teach, and that was implementation of an advanced ornithology class. In the laboratory course, really what students are charged with doing, they need to be able to learn and identify about 240 species of birds that occur in southern Wisconsin. And so just by giving somebody a field guide and say, this contains all of the birds that you're likely to see in this area, go learn them. The students simply say, well, I got all this information, I really don't know where to start. Can you help me? And that's where the expert comes in.
There it is. Yeah. I heard a chickadee over there too.
We specifically are looking at integrating game mechanics into field research activities to help motivate and encourage student engagement in the activity. With this project, we worked with students in weekly increments to design and play around with integrating game mechanics into this bird identification app. So week one, we just gave them the app with just basic notebook setting to play around and just get basic feedback on what they needed, what they wanted. Week two, we added quests and leaderboards to the app. So the quest challenges encourage them to find a certain number of birds, find a certain species of birds, etc. The leaderboard rated each student based on the raw number of birds that they had identified. And then the final week, week three, we integrated a team competition.
I've been birding before, but when I'm out there, it's like, oh, I hear this, like I need to get a picture, I need to like record it, I need to tag it. And then you want to go down to the next one right away. So it's something cool, like having a goal that you can accomplish.
Every week we met with them and debriefed how each of the 3 game mechanics affected their engagement with identifying birds.
I love the quests, especially more than just going out in the field and not having anything. You're just trying to find whatever you can. Having the quests, you have goals. So you're more motivated to complete those goals and get as many quests as you can.
In the first week, they only identified around 40 birds, the second around 60, and the final week, they identified around 120 birds. So the team competitions clearly got them out birding more. Even though we did see this growth in numbers across the 3 weeks, the students' feedback was, actually one student said that it became more about the numbers and less about the birds. So with the student feedback, what we're trying to do is really balance the structure that the quest gives to encourage engagement and promote learning with the motivation that the leaderboards give to actually get out and go birding in new places.
So while this semester is over, the project has just begun. We're working with almost 100 students next semester, and we're trying out some new design ideas. The first one is that we're going to try to add some sort of peer review system so that students, when they tag a bird, actually have to have it verified by another student, and we'll be rewarding both activities, both the observation as well as the review. We're also going to be adding a point system based on how rare a species of bird is, or how remote or difficult a location is to get to. Our proposal to the Education Innovation Fund was also accepted for field research activities, which means we're going to be scaling this out in a whole new way. We'll be generalizing all the tools that we used for these pilots so that they can be used across a number of different disciplines. We'll be building in these new features, and we'll be building a community of practice around its use. We're really excited about what we're going to see play out with game-assisted field research activities here in 2014.